Hi, welcome back to Food Introduction. I got a new hat, and today we'll be talking about crab meat in a can by Reese Company. Okay, Reese Company. What's the big deal? All right, everyone's blind when they walk through the store. You don't know the history of some of these products. This is one of the most fascinating stories I've ever heard. Okay, this is one of the most fascinating stories about the guy that started this company. His name was called Max Reese. Max Reese. Okay. Reese crab meat, okay? Let me tell you a story about Max Reese. Okay, Max Reese is German, and he grows up in Germany. Things are getting a little agitated in Germany about 1938. I think we all know what was going on in Germany in 1938. Okay, the rise of you-know-who and the introduction of World War II made Max say in 1938, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to America, and I'm going to go do anything I got to do in America, but I'm not staying here. So what does Max do in America? Well, first he sells a Swiss cheese, imported cheese, out of the back of his station wagon. So Max is a pretty industrial guy. He's just got to scrape by. He's going to figure out what to do. So then Max starts doing importing things. He likes these rare delicacies. Crab meat in a can. Isn't that exotic if you lived in Wisconsin? So crab meat in a can seemed like an exotic thing. So what Max does, he starts doing all these crazy type things. I'm going to put that there so you can see that. I got to get my cards because there's so many things about Max that I found interesting. Okay, so he starts importing. What he does, he starts importing some of the most bizarre things I've ever heard. But I have notes over here. One thing he imported was kangaroo meat. You can buy from this guy that started this company. He starts importing kangaroo steaks into America. I didn't know that you could eat a kangaroo. And I now wonder what a kangaroo tastes like. And this is a normal thing in Australia to eat kangaroo. He imports kangaroo steaks. He imports, of course, chocolate-covered ants. That's no big deal. But the one thing that really got me that Max was importing was fried butterflies from Japan. The Japanese have a dish where they fry butterflies, and old Max here was importing them. So what we're talking about, Max, today is this crab meat in a can. I've never seen crab meat in a can. Let's open it up and take a look at it. All right, cracked it open. All right, I don't know what it's going to look like, but that's a pretty interesting guy. So then he gets in, well, now they're just an import-export company. They bring rare delicacies into the world. Whoa, what we got here? Huh. What do we think of that? Looks like it's covered in paper. Ooh. Put a little paper on there to protect it, I guess. Let's get rid of that. It smells briny. It smells like the ocean a little bit. Let's take a shot of that stuff. Can't resist that one. Flies are already starting to gather around here now. Ooh, let's get a big shot. All right, here we go. Let's see what it tastes like. Smells like the ocean. Smells like the inside of a canoe. Smells like your shoes that you wear when you come in the ocean. You know, you wear shoes sometimes. Smells like. I don't know about this idea. Ooh. I'm not going to take a second one. I know I don't like it. I'm from Maryland, and I know what good crab tastes like. And crab in a can, that's so good. Let's put it on a salad. I hope kangaroo flies. Look at how many flies we can get around this can of food. All right. I don't care for this one bit at all. Try something new. It's fun, you know. You don't know what it is. If you saw this on the shelf, you'd say, hey, crab meat in a can. Maybe I'll get that. Woo, a couple bucks. What the hell, you know? Try something new. And then you try it. It's horrible. That's the risk you take. That's the excitement you take. You try something you don't know about. Maybe it's gold. Maybe it's this mud. But, you know, hey, this guy's been making a living off of this stuff for years, so who am I? But he has a very interesting background, and I didn't expect to see the paper. I'll try something you might just find it to be a great, fun experience.